In this video, I'm going to go over an image converter for Linux users called Switcheroo. And if you found this video on YouTube, I will provide a link below the video that has a description of the program, how to install it, and several screenshots on how to use the program itself. So let's go back up to the top and take a look at what the description. Switcheroo allows you to convert between different image formats types and allows you to resize them easily. Now this is a very basic program. Now I don't mean it's written in BASIC, but it's just very simple to use. It's for a novice or beginner user that they can understand how to use it. There's not a lot of features to it, which makes it very easy to use. Now one of the quickest ways to install it on your system, or one of the best ways to install it on your system, is by installing the Flatpak. If you don't have your system set up to install Flatpaks on your Linux system, you can click the setup guide and it will step you step by step through installing the files you need or program you need, so that you can copy and paste and put this into your terminal, or you can click that icon there to copy, put it in your terminal, answer yes, and let it install. Once you install, you can click this here, or you can actually go to your menu under graphics if you do have a menu. If not, you can search for it on your system. As you can see, there's Switcheroo, and it will bring up the program. Now let me go ahead and close out this. So that's the link to it, or if you don't want to click the link, you can just simply open your terminal, put this or this, both of them will work, and then to run it, you just simply put this in your terminal to run it. And if you decide after you install it that you want to remove it, then you can on the actual website, the FlatHub website, it don't have ways of removing it, but you can remove it by copying this link and it will get rid of the program. And then you can copy this to uninstall any used files that was created by the program, so that it won't take up files on your system. Now once you do click on or execute the program, as you can see, it looks like this. You can click the open image and it will allow you to choose an image or images. You can choose more than even 2 images, but in my display here I chose 2 images from the Brokewood Mysteries from New Zealand, and then a cat article where I got a cat, my mom's got a cat, looks just like that, and it was where a school graduated and they had an honorary graduate, which was a cat that was on campus. Now once you load your images, you do have a little trash bin here that you can click to remove the images from the conversion. It won't delete it from your system, it'll just remove it from your choices here. So if you accidentally click open, clicked on the wrong image, you can click the trash bin to remove it from your system. Now below, as you can see, you can export from, in this case this is an original WebP format, and you can convert that file to a JPEG, and that's already in JPEG, so it won't convert it. But in this case, if you wanted to resize both of those, like I wanted to say 80% of the original size, I can put 80 here and let it change for percentages, or you can put the pixel size so that you can change the size in pixels. Now you have to kind of be careful with that, because when you change all of them at the same time, 80% of a small picture, it might make it much smaller to where the text is not readable, but for an image like that, that may work great. Now if you had a transparent image in the background, you can choose this here to choose whatever color that you want in the background rather than having a transparent image. You can reduce the quality. By reducing the quality will also reduce the file size, but it actually will reduce the quality. So if you reduce it like down to 88 or between 88 and 100%, you're not going to notice any difference in the quality, or you shouldn't. So reducing it down to 88 or 92, it will make the file size a little bit smaller. Now when converting it, a WebP to a JPEG, JPEGs are usually a little larger than WebP, so reducing that there will help reduce the JPEG file size. Now by default, those are the images that you have choices for. Now if you want to see more options, you can go up in the hamburger menu, click on show less popular data types, so when you click back down with JPEG, you've got more options to choose from. So if you're sending a picture to someone with an Apple or a Mac, you can choose these images and it will be able to open up on their default system. Here's just more images about, I explain how to use the additional features. There's not a lot of features of the program. Here's where I reduced it. That's the 100% of the original image, which if you can see here, it's kind of hard to see here, but the original image is in the left corner is 1200 by 720, and after it's converted 80%, it's 1024 by 560. The original image is WebP, if you see the extension here, and the one I converted it to is JPEG, which is here. Now let's actually take a look at the actual program. So let's go to Switcheroo. We'll choose to open an image, and once you open, I'm going to go to my pictures. I'm going to choose the original Brokewood Mysteries. I'll click select the image. And there's the original 1280 by 720. If you want to open another, there's not the blue open button. It now becomes a plus in the upper left hand corner that you can go down here and you can scroll across and you can say that Max the cat graduates. And there's the two images that I chose, in a different order of course. And before we go and do any conversions, let's click the hamburger menu. You can say paste from clipboard. So if you copied an image, you can say paste it to the clipboard to place it into the actual program. You can open up a new window, which will open up another one of these out to the side. You can say to clear the window, which will close. If you have multiple things open, it will clear it out to where it's blank. This allows you to see more. Let's go look at the default. So if I drop down, there's not a lot to choose from. But if I come up here and check to show less popular types, you can now look and you've got additional types that didn't show up originally. I like to keep that selected. If you're someone that likes shortcuts, you can look at the shortcuts here to see to show the shortcuts to quit, for a new window, clear, show less popular data types, paste from a clipboard, and add images. So if you're a shortcut user, you might want to learn the shortcut keys for this program if you decide to use this program a lot. Then About Switcheroo shows you the version, the creator, along with the name and the icon. You can click there to go to the website. If you have a problem with it, instead of messaging me, I don't control or create this, you can report an issue by clicking that and report it. You can get the credits for the program. You get legal information about letting you know that it's open source, and some more acknowledgments by clicking this link. So I'm going to close this out. Now this is a JPEG here, so I'm going to remove this from the bin so it doesn't remove everything and it doesn't delete the original image. Now since I've already converted this once to a JPEG, I'll convert this now to a GIF file, or a GIF file, some of you may say. Now GIF files normally have a transparent by converting, but there's no transparent in this image, so I'm not going to click to change the color. Now I will go, instead of 80%, I'm going to go to now to 70%, and since it's locked in on a percentage, what changes here will change here, so that it's 70% all the way around, so the whole picture's changed by 70%. You can also drop down and change it by pixel size. I'm not going to, since I don't know the original pixel size. I'm going to leave it at the default settings instead of pixel art, and I'm ready to convert. When I convert, it's going to allow me to place this in any folder. I can keep the original name since it does have a different extension, but I'm going to call this one 003 because my 002 is where I converted it to JPEG. So now I can say save. It went through the conversion and it says conversion is completed. I can choose the open button, and in a moment it should open my file manager, and it probably clicked it before the message went away. If it doesn't, click on the here, go where you saved it at was your pictures. There's the Mysteries 3. Here's the original. And on my website where I did have a Mystery 2, this was the 80%. So that's the 80% one, and that's where the 002 that I did on my website with a JPEG. Now with a GIF file or GIF file, this is going to be 70%, so it's going to be much smaller. So if you look at the three different sizes, the original, the one I did for the website, and then the actually this is number 2, which is 80%, and this is 70% of the size. So as you can see here, this works great for converting from one format to another, and it also works great for changing the size of an image. So it does both features, and it does it very well, and it does it very quickly. So if you're looking for something to quickly change from one format, web format or extension, to another extension, or changing or resizing an image type, then this is a great program for you. Now I do have some links to additional image converters. If you're looking for something that is more feature rich, you might want to check out Conversine. I did this in the past. I did a review on this one, and I also did a review on Imagine. These are more feature-rich programs that does the same thing but actually has some additional features. Now one that I haven't won over yet, in the future I may, is called Photo Kill-Off, if I'm pronouncing it correctly. I have the link from the GitHub website. So it's a graphical user interface for Image Magic and Wand. It's more feature rich than the program that I just went over. So if you like these features but want additional features, you may want to take a look at these three at the bottom. But if you're someone just wanting a quick conversion and a quick resize, then this may be the program you're looking for. Hopefully this video has helped someone, and have a great day.